What is going on, and welcome back to another video. We are putting videos every single day live on this channel. So if you're enjoying the content, first off, let's get out of the way. Hit the subscribe button, get in the comments and tell me you enjoy it, and like the video while you're at it. But now that that's out of the way, we are yet again going to be playing Spin and Goes. I am going to play other formats that people asked about, but a lot of people seem to be enjoying the Spin and Go videos, and on top of that, also, I want to actually get better at them. It's a format that it feels close to how I learned how to play poker. I started off by playing sit and goes, so Spin and Goes are not a million miles away. So you know the deal if you've been here before. If you don't, 5 Spin and Goes. We're going to play 5 $100 Spin and Goes, and we're going to see what my record will be at the end. I think of all the videos I've done, I've only won once. We have lost our big multipliers. We have not covered ourselves in glory at every moment, but I'm feeling confident. The lucky duck's not on. Oh no, without a battery. Oh, that's a bad sign for this video. That is a bad sign. All right, look, we're going to jump in. We're going to play 5 Spin and Goes, and we're going to see how we get on. Best of luck to me. If you enjoy paying, you're probably in the right place. If you enjoy a man who's not very skilled at the game he's playing, you're probably in the right place, but best of luck to us. 5 Spin and Goes, $500 Spin and Goes. Get the right scene up, get the blue on the felt. Here we go, big spin to start it. Yup, the boys. All right, it's fine. I am not above winning $200 to come firing out of the gates. I like seeing the chips. I don't like seeing the big blinds. I'm old school. When I first started playing poker, there wasn't even sync breaks. I'm not even joking. I'm gonna lead. I'm feeling frisky. Can you roll your R's? Risky. I can never be Spanish because I'm not able to. You know the way they speak all beautifully? I can't do it. But if just in case you didn't notice, my cat is asleep. Happy. If I win all 5 Spin and Goes, I will give you a full rendition of Maniac 2000 Dancing with the Cat. But otherwise, we're just having a nice chill Friday evening. It's Friday evening for me, and this video will be released, I believe, next Friday. So I hope you're having a good one. Hope you're having a good weekend. If you're in Ireland, we can actually live a little again. The world is beginning to slightly heal. The truth is, I don't really go outside a lot, so I'm not exactly sure what was wrong. Queen tree off. Against a min raise, I'll see 3 community cards, but if someone was to show me a chart and be like, yo, that's pretty bad, I believe them. This though, this is pretty good. I think for 22 big blinds, we're gonna 3-bet call. With ace king off, I would just shove. But ace king suited is a really strong hand, and if they see a flop, we're gonna have a shallow stack to pot ratio anyway. So Parker did, if you don't know who Parker is, he is a fellow poker player. He's a very skilled poker player, far more skilled than I. He has played many Spin and Goes, and he did give me some tips, but they kind of went in one ear, out the other, and I've somewhat forgotten. Are these players gonna keep min raising and destroying me? I can't fold. I have a backdoor straight draw. I have king high, son of magic. I see what you're doing here. Outplaying me and outclassing me. So far, not a big fan. 14 big blinds with 10-9. Seems like a lot with no antes, doesn't it? Oh, I'm going to shove. This might be a mistake, but all of this to win that little 30. All right, well, let's hit a 9 or a 10. That might not be a shove. There is charts on bbcpoker.com, and I'm going to have to check them out. 15 big blinds, blind versus blind, 9-10. It's not the start we wanted, chat. The 5 out of 5, complete in the tour. I want to be Jay from In-Betweeners. Completed in May, but we're not, all right? We're down $100. If I lose $500 on my Friday evening when I just wanted to make a little video for you guys, I'm going to be a little bit upset. I'm just going to tell the truth. All right. The $200 ones don't matter as much, but if we spin big, mate, if I spin $1 million, I will actually give away, and I win it, I would give away, I'll commit to this. I'll do it. I'll do a $50,000 giveaway. If I ever win the $1 million while streaming and recording for YouTube, boom, all yours. All right, we do see a raise. We see a call. We are 0 for 1. Maybe we should keep score down here. Would people enjoy that? It was something that we did for the Tempest. I think it could be a nice little addition. If you don't like it, that's fine. Look at it. Look what it says down in the middle there. Streams on Easywithaces.tv. I got a nice little graphic made because if you're not familiar, I do stream on Easywithaces.tv for about 40 hours a week. Stream a lot of tournaments, live content. Look, we're putting a video up on YouTube every single day, but 3 to 4 of those videos come from the content we make on Twitch, and then we do some exclusive content. The spins, the interviews, the heads up challenges, the reviews, the training content, the Tempest cash, we say. Actually makes me feel sick. Anyway, I zoned out there. I started to get a little bit of PTSD thinking about the Tempest cash, I'm not going to lie. All right, so where are our opponents from? Georgia and Ukraine. There's a lot of this min-raising going on blind versus blind, and it's not a strategy I would ever try implement. I quite frankly am insulted that someone has been raising blind versus blind against me, but if I continue to see it, I will start to think, maybe that's something we should be doing. Cheers. Straight? No, I'm not going to pretend it's straight pocket. Just aqua, just water. My missus is pregnant and I'm in solidarity. It's been 5 months since I had a drink. There's nothing I'd love more tonight than a toasty little pint of Guinness. So I drink out of the Guinness glass and pretend and dream of the Guinness. I'm going to lead the turn. This might not be good for this size. We might want to be going smaller, but I'm going to go back big. And chat, friends of the stream, viewers of YouTube, I'm all in. 2x the pot, top and bottom. There's no way they have a better hand. No one's ever been dealt 3-4 suited or 3-4 offsuit for that matter. Maybe a little greedy. This again, this feels kind of close. Like, do I want to just go all in? Do I want to just wager the chips? And on King Queen 7, I'm just going to bet. Just going to hope that we can get a fold from our opponent rocking a beautiful avatar. Those dogs are quite simply stunning. My friend has 2 of them. Is that a Bernese Mountain Dog? I think it is. All right, this has been a good start to this one. We're 0-1. My best record so far is 3-2. I've only won once, I'm pretty sure. There is other videos if you enjoy this content of the exact same content coming most Fridays. So go watch the previous ones if this is something that you enjoy. But I think my best record is 3-2. Obviously, the likelihood of winning 4 in a row, considering my history with these, is not very high. But the chance is higher than 0. All right, Jack 10 suited. I would call if they shove. I actually think calling might be best. Like, they're not going to really raise fold a huge amount of hands that we're ahead of. Like, maybe they raise folds to like Queen 5 and King 5, but I'm not convinced. So we're just going to start with a call. And again, I could shove, but I think just calling is going to be best, particularly given the likelihood that they're going to bluff on an ace. I think I'm going to check. Bet folding this hand is horrendous. I don't think I have many hands that want to shove this turn, so I'm going to check. And on that river, it's kind of close. Not going to value bet though. Interesting. Did I miss a value bet? Might have. But we do extend our chip lead, 822. We have more than 2x that of second place, and we are going to limp with 9-7. Feels, again, one of those that's kind of close for 11 big blinds and no antes. With antes, we would snap shove, but I have not played ante-less poker in many, many years, so I'm just truly not sure what the best strategy is with them, as we see the queen rivered, which means we are heads up for the first time. Obviously, if I lose this one, we have a monumental task to get back into the game, so we're hoping we can make it 1-all, keep it respectful. Also, there's always the fear of getting whitewashed. Like, if we go 0-5, I'm also going to quit spin and goes, but if I go 5-0, I think that will be the task completed. I'll be happy with that. 8-7-4, we would mix heavily with this hand. I'm going to check. This card becomes a real problem just because I block 9-10, Jack 10, 10x of spades, 10-6, 10-5. So I am going to fold. It's a little bit tight, and if I didn't have any sort of balance in my strategy there, it'd be problematic to be folding hands as strong as King 10, but I would. And I would call King 10 variations without the spade, at least sometimes. But that honestly might not even be great against pot. We are going to check on Queen 7-4. Even though, again, I do have some issues with this card, I think calling 1 is going to be good. And I'm going to have to ask you to close your little eyes and don't look at what's about to happen, please and thank you, because we're going to attempt our very first bluff. Please, Alex, can we have a fold? I don't want to be 0-2. Yoink! We might have had the best hand, but I don't think so versus a tank, right? If they tank, you think they've got a better hand. All right, we got them on the ropes. We got them tilted. We are going to limp with the 6-7. And on King 7 for 7 high, it's just going to have no showdown. We got some okay backdoors. Make like plenty of hands that are better than my hand fold immediately. So it seems like a reasonable strategy. And I'm just going to double barrel. 4 big blinds means if we bet 3.5, we will be betting pretty close to the same size on the turn and the river. Also known as a geometric sizing. That's a little bit fucking nerdy for YouTube probably, but that is what it is. I am going to raise, and if they shove, I'm going to call. I won't like that, but I think this is the region, the 9-8 suited, the 9-7 suited, the 10-8 suited, where we raise call. Could be getting that completely wrong though, but once we raise, there's too many chips in the middle, 9-7 suited, 11 big blinds, we're going to run it. So the way I would play this spot is I would call with a club, And without a club, I'm just going to shove the flop and be all in for the first time. Do we get called by Alex? They don't really have a better king very often. We do have an 8 blocker, which is crucial. We have the Finn finger wags out. Boys and girls, it's 1-all. The record's not terrible. I'll tell you what, I'm feeling confident. Last week was my first week winning the series. If I could go back-to-back wins, that would start to give me the confidence to really maybe start putting some proper time in. I've done a little bit of study, but not enough. We are going to go again. $100 spin and go. 1 for 1. Can we get a little bit? But I'm plus $100, right? Because that was a $300 spin. So we're actually up money, but listen, the money doesn't really matter to me too much. It's more about beating people. It's more about sending a message, letting them know that Finty's coming. Tell the high stakes spin and go community to start running. $1,000 spin and goes in there. I bet you the high stakes guys are sitting there like, oh, please Finn, please don't come into our games. The funny thing is, it's actually the complete opposite. That's the thing. If they would probably all get raging erections if I was to go and start playing $1,000 spinning goes, but that's a very, very long way away. So let's not worry about that and concentrate on my hundreds, okay? Anyway, we are back and we're in the chip leader. Follow the leader, follow the leader. We have got an opponent from the Ukraine, an opponent from Poland. Feels close with no antis. I don't know is the truth. You will hear me say that a lot. I seen someone in the last video that I put up saying, let's do a drinking game where we do a shot every time Finton says he's not sure. Don't do that. You're gonna die. Look, poker's a complex game. I'm not one of these people who fakes it. I'm not one of these people who's like, yeah, well, this is a 20% show and this is an 80% check, and I know exactly what I'm doing because I'm a walking sim lord. Why did everyone fold when I had that? Ooh, I'm not folding king queen for 25 big blinds. You got yourself pocket fours? You got yourself pocket fours? I'm not folding king queen. Get out of that. Get out of that. You got yourself pocket fours. Now show me the justice river. Show me the justice river. No justice in the world. How did I know they'd pocket fours? Because I'm a genius. We're down 1 and 2. Here's the thing, yeah. I wouldn't call probably there if I knew they had exactly pocket fours every time. But I think they actually shove some stuff like king 10 suited, maybe like queen 10 suited, and we dominate those hands. But I never think they shove ace king. I never think they shove ace queen. I never think that they're shoving aces. I never think they're shoving queens. So we're never dominated, but we are going to have very good equity a lot of the time. All right, we're down 1 and 2, but technically we're even on dollars, which I said I didn't care about. But if I lose, I'll care about. Ace king, all in first hand. I'm on fiery tilt against Nadnerwianka. Oh my god, our friend from Greece. Malakas, what's up? My favorite word, not just in Greece, in Greek, but in any language in the world. I think it is an unbelievable word. Obviously, we would love to see a shove. You might not notice if you don't watch my streams, but I'm actually the best pocket jacks player in the world. The European Poker Tour do award ceremonies every year, and I've actually won it for 10 years in a row, which is probably my single greatest achievement, possibly second to that time that I once pronounced the TH sound correctly. I know you wouldn't imagine it, but sometimes I don't say 33 and a third. Sometimes I actually come out with the 3. Sorry. Got a little bit distracted there, and all of my trauma of the elocution lessons and therapy I had to go to when kids slagged me about the fact that I could not say 33 and a third, but it's all good. Given what I seen them showing last time, I'm all in with ace-6. Any aces in that deck? Oh, that's a terrible turn. They got me. They set me up. They raised the 10-6 suited last time. I shoved the ace-6 this time. They're just sitting there with the ladies. 2 ladies on a Friday night, causing more heartache than fun. Who would have thought? We're all in with ace-jack. If we don't win this one, we're guaranteed to have a losing session in terms of wins versus losses, which is pretty bad. I'm not folding. It's a board that they should bet relatively large most of the time, but at this stack depth, I'm not so sure. Hey, yay. Watch me shove in the pocket tens. Please fold ace high. Come on, son. Fold you ace high. Yeah, get in there, boys. You don't think you can make bluffs when you're 10 big blinds deep? Get your little pen and pencil out. Write down some notes. We just did it. All right, we're right back in the game. I thought, not sure about this one. I thought it was done and dusted, but look, we're 1-2 down. We still have chance. We still have hope. We still have a dream. As the famous expression goes, a chip and a chair is all you need. Not fully sure about their size on the turn, but I'm gonna fold. Oh, don't know. We should have folded when they called. I was getting a pretty big price for a hand that can not only flop straights, trips, can also flop quads. I'll let you on a little secret though, the one that the pros don't want you to know. Every hand can flop quads. Not every hand can flop a straight. Not every hand can flop some very strong stuff, but always it can flop quads. 7 tray, we are just gonna be folding. We see the all-in is King Jack versus a 6. If we don't see a King or a Jack on the river, we are going to be heads up with a reasonable chip deficit. They have 4 times as many chips as me. Well, let's quickly make that just 2 times. My trap with the 8s has failed. I won't be folding. I'm going to go for a pot-sized value bet. And we do get called. We're up to 390 chips. The deficit is slowly going down. They had a deuce high flush, and I think this is an easy one to shove. Not going to defend with deuce 3. 10-5 I'll limp, but I'm not very happy about it. And on ace 9 deuce, I think my hand just makes perfect sense to start with a bet. It's a better board for me. My hand's not really up to much. We have some okay backdoors. We have an overcard second pair, which is pretty much the nuts in this situation. My opponent shouldn't really have an ace unless they're getting real tricky. We're going to keep limping, probably close to limping my entire range. If they raise here, we will obviously be shoving. I'm going to bet again. Half pot. Obviously would love them to not fold. And on the river, we're going to bet all in. George exploit this bitch. Got him. All right. Remember when we had a 4-1 chip lead? We're all even now. Sorry, 4-1 chip deficit. I don't know if this is good, but nah, you know what? I'm not. It feels too strong and heads up. I was going to 3-bet. Going to overbet. Please, for the love of God, don't shove. And we are, by the way, we are now the chip leader. Come on, the boys. Gonna just limp call with Queen Jack in position. I'm actually not gonna fold versus a single bet. We got some nice turn cards. They might bluff on a Queen or a Jack. We got a backdoor straight draw. Honestly, I'll make you bluff the river, son. I think my hand's good enough at showdown. If they have King 7, I'm gonna be furious. Half pot, eh, mate? Half pot. Dude, you want to see the sickest call you've ever seen, man? Half pot. Half pot. I just think they're up to it, but they might be up to it, King 7. And if they have King 7, I'm about to look real silly. Sick Queen High call for the boys! Oh God, I wish I didn't make such a big deal of that. They just had trips, chat. They had trips. We have a meme on my stream, which is also a hard truth that we have learned yet again. Nobody bluffs. Nobody ever bluffs. Nobody has ever bluffed. Nobody will ever bluff. If you have a hand that is not the nuts, you should just fold. Concentrate on your value betting. Concentrate on having good hands and putting lots of chips in. When you're on a river and they're putting lots of chips in after betting multiple streets, you just fold. No ifs, buts, or maybes. You just fold. Don't worry though. I'll go on another adventure. We're out. We're gonna limp, and if they shove, we're gonna call. I think betting's gonna be good, but checking could be fine too. King 7, I don't think I call with no antes, but it's very close. I would call King 8. God, it's gotta be close. 9 bigs, no antes. I'm gonna call, but I don't know. Don't know. Oh! Better looking and good. I've always said it. Can someone who knows what they're doing please tell me if that's a call? No, it might be terrible. I also don't particularly like that I've started raising again, but we are going to bet. I'm a check. I'm going to give this one up. You don't always have to bluff. Sometimes you can just wave the white flag of surrender, and we're doing it this time. This has been quite a back and forth battle so far. I'm going to check. At this stack depth, I think with my hand, I would check raise, get it in. Gonna call. Gonna call. All right, we are not quite the chip leader again, but we're getting close once more. Against the min raise, we are going to call. They're probably never going to bluff me again after my shocking call with Queen Jack. All right, I would have potentially bluffed there at the check, but not given the opportunity. I don't think I've ever played so quick. Is it because I want to just get as many hands in against this player at the lower stakes, or is it because my fiance is waiting for me to go out and get a pizza? You decide. All right, I'm happy for them to let me win here. That's pretty cool. It would have been a tough river card to call. And we are going to limp with Jack Deuce. And we're just going to bet on Queen 5 Deuce. We will call all in with A7. Obviously, we called all in with a similar stack with King 7. So I think this one kind of goes without saying. All right, we're back in the lead. We got them on the ropes. We're going to limp. They're going to shove. We're going to call. And we are going to start a bet. They should never have an ace, right? We all agree with that? They're probably shoving all of their ace x pre. So pretty premium flop for me. Ace deuce will be good enough. We're all in, Georgie boy. I think this might be the lowest we've had them. I think that's a good enough flop to play for the chips, right? Do we call or do we... Oh, I'm going to call. I think they should raise, call it jack. They might not. They might just shove. I don't think it would be good. So let's hope they have like 6-5. That's a lot of outs. It's almost a flip. Fuck. We needed that one. Look, we've came back a few times. We can do it again, but goddamn son. Limping off the stack depth scares the living bejesus out of me. All right, 9s for 4 big blinds, 4 to spin. Premium hands at 4 big blinds deep. Absolute nits. Hold! Barry Greenstein, man. These spin and goes are stealing my soul, but I want to get better at them, and people seem to enjoy them, so... Whilst it looks like we're staring down the barrel of a loss once more, we are going to get involved. So I think we've cashed for $300. We have invested now $500. Can we at least get break even for our investment on this Friday evening? How does that sound? Give something. We don't need any more than minimum, but we'd love more than minimum. All right. If we win this, we profit. Yes. Yes. We technically lose. And I'm here to win more than I lose. But if we play 5 spinning goes... Make a YouTube video. It's not the worst way to spend our day. I'm going to raise with 9-10. Not convinced of that as a strategy. We're going to check twice. Try and protect the chicken range. Don't really have much intention of folding. This is interesting. That's not interesting. Alright, we got very lucky because on that river card we would have been... On a brick river card we would have struggled to find folds. Just going to be honest. After I... check flop, check turn, it starts to get tricky for me to have hands that would want to call all of the chips. So 9-10 might have been sliding on in there to a call. Where's Benya from? Russia and Andorra, I think it was, yes. I play against this player in MTTs all the time. We're going to check on King 5-4. Obviously not going to... Ow, got a headache. Ow, watch the YouTube doctors tell me, well, that position right there, and I'm definitely going to be cancer and you're going to die. Alright, we just show down, we win. $300 up top, we won, I think the only other $300 one we got. I think the rest were 200s, I'm not 100% sure on that. You see Benya in the tank. It's interesting to see that player who plays these all the time is going with a much smaller sizing than I've been using, so should keep that noted. I don't have any preference who gets the chips. We're playing for first, there's no second prize. We're going to have to get them all anyway. So whoever wants them, take them. I enjoy playing heads up, but I don't really care. All right, we see the all-in. T4T called. It's ace-5 versus ace-8. A deuce or a 5. And we would have been heads up. But we see a run out that results in a chop versus a button over here. I would probably show. I don't know if that's correct, though. We're playing a lot of guessing games. Queen 10-6. We're going to be checking. I'm actually going to bluff here. We're somewhat towards the bottom of our range because I would have bet the flop with like 7-8 and stuff like that. Everything is pretty much a pair, but they don't give a fuck. They do not care, and we're going to be all in with the ace-8. If they tank, we want the call. Give me a road back into the game. Come on, I punted it off a little bit in this one, all right? We tried a little bluff, we tried a little call, nothing went Finty's way. You would imagine that they will start doing a lot of shoving now. 6s will be good enough. They shove. We're all in. They fold, we're all in. Do we get called? Is this the last hand? It's ace-10 versus 6s for a flip. For 522 chips and be right back in the game. Don't you dare, Barry Greenstein. Come on, the boys. $300 up top here. This is no laughing matter. This is us to make profit for this session instead of losing money yet again making one of these YouTube videos. The amount of money and time I invest in these, I said at the start of the video and I'll say it again. You better all be subbed. And look, I know some people are like, oh my god, he asked for me to sub. I'm not going to sub. Listen, mate, you're watching the free content. Why don't you just help support the grow? Eh? Well, you know, if you hadn't been so insistent. Hey, I'm just mad because I can't beat the spin and goes, all right? I'm taking my anger out on you because I'm not capable of being $100 spin and goes. Or maybe I am because I got myself a little flush draw, don't I? I'm going to check raise, get it in. Sure, I don't have a huge amount of aces, but I'm going to still raise because I have 2 overcards, the second pair, and then I've got hearts as well. I don't know if this is right. Feels like it can't be terrible. Check. I don't know what to do. I don't really know what to do. I'm all in. Ace 10. Yoink! For fear of them checking that river, we'll just go all in. We're right back in the game. Was that a nonsense line? Yeah, it was. Do I care? Not one little bit. Ooh, I'm gonna raise call. Or limp call. This feels problematic, but I'm gonna call. Put a jack or an 8 up there for $300 or a diamond. Or a diamond. Is that bad? Am I terrible? It feels problematic to limp fold for 14. Am I awful? Am I an idiot? The answer to all of those is yes, but is it because of that last hand? That was for the win. I just needed a little blue card. I was ready to break out a rendition of Diamonds Are Forever, Forever. Where's the diamond? I put the diamond in the coat. And I put the coat on her. Alright, we have yet again found ourselves in a situation where we need to make a comeback in the $100 spin. My hand feels intuitive as a check, but this board feels like I should mostly bet on a limp pop, but I don't think it should be pure. Obviously, could be wrong. We are going to now just attempt to show it down with king high. I don't think they have many pairs that will ever fold, so I don't see the benefit of really betting. But we do show down a winner. Going to check again. I don't think my hand's worth 2 streets, but it's certainly going to be worth a reasonable size bet on most rivers. If Benya decides to bet, any check raises. We're going to overbet. Unfortunately, do not get called. If they shove, it'd be pretty messed up. On queen 9-7, I'm not really sure. Shocker, but I'm going to bet. This board should do a lot better for me still, right? Like, they lose a lot of the good stuff that would connect with this board. Like, I think they should be raised calling like queen jack, queen 10. Do I bet geometric? Not sure, but we're going to. Obviously, in an ideal world, they just don't fold. We have got the single best hand you can have. And now queen, jack, 10, 9, 8. That's a straight. And a king for the super straight. I'm just going to go all in. If they have a 10, they would always go all in, though. So maybe they wouldn't against a small bet. Not 100% sure what's best. We got the fold. We get the chip lead back. We punted it off, but we are in the win again. In the win? In the cash monies. Any limp shoves? We are going to keep playing mostly a limp strategy at 15 big blinds deep. Don't know how much leading would ever go on here, but we are going to be betting versus check. Although I'm a bit freaked out by the fact that they're tanking on queen 4 tray. What are you thinking about, son? What's going on? We're just going to bet. Maybe they're playing lots of tables. We play one table like a recreational spin and go player. Because we are a recreational spin and go player. I'm going to do a little check. A little tapping of the table. I'm going to hope to show it down. Kind of interesting. Do we chop? Alright, we chop. Blinds are up. Our opponent has 10 big blinds. We have slightly more with 15, but that's like a 50% stack increase. So it's actually quite substantial at this point. They do start to shove 10 big blinds into the middle. I'm going to keep trying to limp and play some post-flop poker. Small ball. Daniel Negreanu style. Remember when Daniel came out with that and everyone's like, oh my god, he's a genius, son. We are going to raise call with Jack 10 suited, but our opponent is just going to fold. I think 10, 9, Jack 10 suited and stuff is a raise call. The one hand that I think I might have punted was all of them. Nah, the Jack 8 might have been too much. Like Jack 10 suited, definitely not going to fold, but maybe Den is far. Sorry, Jack 9, definitely going to fold. Maybe Jack 8 folds. Like I would have folded Jack 7 now. Kind of interesting spots. Will be calling versus bet. Hopefully not a big bet though. Question is whether do we value bet. We do have some kings, but I'm not folding against the size. A little bit annoying to let them get there on the river. A6 will be good enough to gamble the final spin and go of the evening. It's a flip. It is A6, essentially for the win. Avoid the deuce. Show me they lose. Come on. All right, will we fold and troll them? Will we fold it up, face up and troll them? No, I don't even win at spin and goes. I can't be trolling. No jack. And we... Oh, sorry, I thought that was jack. I lost my marbles. All right, boys and girls. Listen. It's a 2-3 record, but we won $100. We won $100, and that's not a bad way to spend my Friday evening. Yet again, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you hit the subscription button. I hope you get in the comments and tell me more if you want to see. I know this won't be for everyone. I know a lot of people like the MTTs. They like the deep stacks. They like the top process. But we have highlights coming 3 times a week. We have clips of the week coming once a week. And then we have 3 kind of sporadic, random, mix it up. I'm trying to keep it fresh. I'm trying to put a video up every day. I'll see you again tomorrow. Thank you very much for watching. Bye-bye.